The first thing we need to do is find the inverse of this, which will be an exponential function. So I already have my x and y. I don't need to replace f of x. So the first thing I'm going to do now is switch my x and y. So I would have x equals negative log base 3 of y minus 1 minus 4. Now I need to get the logarithmic expression by itself. The logarithmic expression is this thing right here. That means I have to get rid of the minus 4 and I have to get rid of the negative in front. The first thing I'm going to do is add the 4. You always want to add and subtract before you multiply and divide. So I would have x plus 4 equals negative log base 3 of y minus 1. And then I'm going to divide both sides by negative 1. That's going to give me my logarithmic expression by itself. So log base 3 of y minus 1. And then when you divide this by negative 1, both terms have to get divided. So this is going to turn into negative x minus 4. Now I can put this into exponential form. Before I do that, though, I like to rewrite it so that my logarithmic expression is on the left. So log base 3 y minus 1 equals negative x minus 4. Now we're going to put this into exponential form. So this will be 3 to the negative x minus 4 equals y minus 1. And now, last but not least, I have to add the 1 to both sides so that my y is totally by itself. So this is going to be 3 to the negative x minus 4 plus 1 equals y. Okay, so this is what needs to get typed into your calculator. So that's where this table here came from, is from me typing in 3 to the negative x minus 4 plus 1 into my calculator, and this is the table I got. The reason that negative 4 I chose it to be the middle of my table is by looking at the k value of my original problem. So those two negative 4s are from the same exact thing. So this is my table. This is my exponential table, which is not what I want to graph. I want to graph a log table. So what I'm going to do now is take these points that are printed on here and I'm going to flip them. So I'm going to have 10, negative 6, 4, negative 5, 2, negative 4. Let's see. Oops, this should be 1.3. 1.3 repeating, negative 3, and then 1.1 repeating, negative 2. So these are the points, the ones that I want to actually graph. And again, before I even get started, the asymptote, remember, is your h number. So this is going to have an asymptote at 1 because remember you have to switch the sign. So I'm going to go ahead and draw that in, and that way as we're plotting our points we'll be able to see that everything matches up. Okay, so now I'm going to plot my points. So I would go right 10, down 6. That's my first point. Then I would go right 4, down 5. And then right 2, down 4. And then I'm going to go 1.3, down 3. So that would be about here. 1.1 down 2 would be about here. So this does follow my asymptote. And then this is about what the graph would look like.